to share with you this load profit calculator that I built. I sell this on Etsy and also on my website. If you purchase this item on my website, you get 10% off. So check out the link in the description. So I built this load profit calculator so that truck drivers and owner operator can calculate the load profit for that load before booking. So for example, you can enter in your revenue, your accessorial pay, your different type of expenses, and then you can see whether you're going to make a profit for that load or not. And then also this calculator has a comparison tool, so you can compare between two loads. Basically, you just enter in the revenue and expenses for each of the load, and it'll give you a verdict to let you know which load is more profitable and then which one you should consider. So how it works basically is just, here you would enter in your rate confirmation or the revenue that you receive. So let's say you get $5,000 from it, and then you get other type of pay, whether that be detention or fuel surcharge. Let's say you get additional $400. And here you just enter in the loaded miles. So let's say you traveling 3,000 miles and deadhead miles. So these are like empty miles. Let's say it's 30 miles. Then you just enter in your truck average MPG. Let's say it's 6, and then average fuel price per gallon would be 4.75. An example. Tolls and other variable costs. So these are costs that it comes with moving your truck. So like this would be um, maybe tolls, maintenance or repair. So let's say you have to spend another, or like parking fees, so $400 on this. So fixed cost per mile. So these are costs that you have to pay regardless if you move your truck or not. So I have a note here that tells you how you can calculate your fixed cost per mile. So in order to get your fixed cost per mile, what you can do is add up all your fixed costs for like a period, let's say for a month, and then divide it by the total miles that you've driven for that period. So let's say, for example, if you had fixed costs of $2,000 per month and you drive usually 5,000 miles, so your fixed cost would be 40 cents per mile. And then you enter that in here, let's say it's 40 cents. And then you can see here right away, if you just have one load to consider, you can see whether, having input in all these data, whether you get a profit from this load or not. And see, when it's profitable, it turns green and it says profitable, consider this load. Let's say if this is a little bit more, so let's say you have less revenue, let's say maybe $3,000. So you can see if you have less revenue and your expense is higher, you can see it's going to say it's not profitable, and you can see how it's calculating out here. It tells you the revenue, the fuel costs that you need to expense for this trip, your fixed operating cost, and then your tolls and other variable cost, right? And then down here is the comparison tool. So it works the same way as this tool up here, but down here you can compare two loads. So for example, if you're trying to see between two loads which one you should take. So let's say this one has $400 and this one has $300. The miles, 3,000, let's say same thing. Let's say it's 50 deadhead and this one is 80. Average fuel. Truck MPG 6, and this one's also 6. So let's say we do 475. 475, everything being equal, and this, let's say, is $500 for variable cost. And then let's say we have 80 cents for fixed cost per mile. And then you can see here it lets you know which one is more profitable. So load 8 or low A is more profitable because you're not in the negative. And then load B, you have a negative profit. Okay, so you can see here which one is more profitable. So you have something that's similar. So for example, we have this 80 here, everything being the same. We'll just make this being the same. So it just tells you both loads are equal. But otherwise it will let you know which one is better based on which one has higher revenue or net profit per mile. Okay, so again, I sell this on Etsy and on my website, so if you're interested in this, check out the link in the description. Thank you.